Good afternoon. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, and I am recording an article that's not very long, and I'm going to have to read it to you. It's from Alternet, and it says White House circulating 17-page executive order draft to declare emergency over voting. I think that you should listen to this and be damn scared of this because this cannot be allowed to happen. We absolutely have to stop this. I don't care what we do, but it's got to be stopped. Okay, I'll read this and I'll try to read it as best I can. President Donald Trump, who has insisted on federalizing voting and who issued an executive order last March to pressure states to require proof of citizenship to register voters, is reportedly now being urged to declare an emergency over voting. He can't do that. We can't let that happen. It's a fake emergency. There is no fucking emergency. Pro-Trump activists who say they are in coordination with the White House are circulating a 17-page draft executive order that claims China interfered with the 2020 election as a basis to declare a national emergency that would unlock extraordinary presidential power over voting. The Washington Post reported in an exclusive. Donald Trump has repeatedly previewed a plan to mandate voter ID and ban mail-in voting in November's midterm elections, and the activists expect their draft will figure into Trump's promised executive order on the issue. According to Florida lawyer Peter Tickton, who is advocating for a presidential order on voting, we have a situation where the president is aware that there are foreign interests, foreign actors, if you will, that are interfering in our election process. The only foreign actors are the ones that are supporting Trump, and they're the fucking Russians. Putin and his Russian band of merry men are the ones that got Trump elected. That's the only foreign power that is interfering with our elections. That causes a national emergency where the president has to be able to deal with it, Tickton told the Post. Claiming there is an emergency would allow the president to ban voting by mail and voting machines as the vectors of foreign interference, Tickton argued. Trump has repeatedly Trump has repeatedly urged Republicans to pass the SAVE Act. There's no way in hell that SAVE Act can be passed. That's another thing that has to be stopped, which critics say could disenfranchise millions of American citizens who do not currently have a passport or access to their birth certificates. It could also disenfranchise people who are married and changed their last names but did not do so on their legal documents. Trump has said that if the bill fails, he will unilaterally impose the changes for the midterms, the Post reported. He's not going to get away with it. He may try, but that executive order will end up right away in the Supreme Court. There's no doubt about it. It's going to go crazy if he tries to do something like that. So fuck you, Donald Trump, and fuck all you activist maggots who want to change the way we vote. This is JC saying I hope you listen to this whole article because voting in November and what happens to our country depends on it. If you want to save the United States, to save our country so that we have one after November, you better make sure that voting in your state, wherever you are, is not policed by the federal government. States have the right, according to the Constitution, to police the voting, not the federal government. So each state should do so for its own voters. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, saying, "Fuck some more, Jack, and fuck Donald Trump."